Hi Zakanya, thank you for the work that you sent through this evening. Well done on trying all of these questions. This is a notoriously difficult section, so if you are finding it a bit challenging, you just need to know that you're not alone. In question J, all they want you to do is calculate the size of x. So in other words, the angle that you can see at A. They don't want you to work out B or D or the angle next to C, the interior angle. So the implication is that you would just work out what x is and then you would write your answer down with the reason. So what we're supposed to see here is that ABCD is a cyclic quad, and the angle that is labeled 110 degrees is the exterior angle of the cyclic quad. And we know that the exterior angle of a cyclic quad is equal to the opposite interior angle. So unfortunately, over here, you would have got that wrong, even though your reason is correct. What you were supposed to say is this: x is 110 degrees, and your reason, exterior angle of cyclic quad. And that's it. Okay, same story in K. K is identical to J. They've just drawn it in a slightly different orientation. So unfortunately, what you've said here about the angles of a cyclic quad, that's not true. That's something else. The opposite angles of a cyclic quad add up to 180 degrees, but these are not the opposite angles of a cyclic quad. So this again is the exterior angle. X represents the exterior angle, and x would be equal to 85 degrees, and again, exterior angle of cyclic quad would be your reason. Incidentally, if you want to work with the opposite angles of a cyclic quad that add up to 180 degrees, it would be like C over here and together with A over there. Those two would add up to 180 degrees. Similarly, this angle over here that's labeled 85 and this angle over here, they would add up to 180 degrees. Okay, now question number L is a little bit more complicated because there's a bit more going on here. First of all, can you see that line BOE is a diameter? It goes through the center of the circle. So straight away, that means that Y is equal to 90 degrees, and our reason is angle in a semicircle. Okay, so we know what Y is. Also, we can see that we have a cyclic quad here. Our cyclic quad is called EBCD. Do you see that? EBCD is the cyclic quad. And we can see that the exterior angle of the cyclic quad is 125 degrees. So just like with J and K, what we're supposed to do is we are supposed to say x equals 125 degrees, and our reason, exterior angle of cyclic quad, like so. All right, and then the last thing that you would need to do is you would need to work out the value of Z. In order to work out what Z is, we're going to use angles of a triangle. We already know that Y is equal to 90. We can use angles on a straight line to work out how big this angle is over here. So in other words, angle OBC. And we observe that it would be equal to 55 degrees because of angles on a straight line. So now what we can do is we can say that Z would be equal to 180 minus the sum of 90 and 55. And our reason for that is angles in a triangle. So I should have written that next to it. I'm just running out of space here. So angle sum in triangle, and therefore Z would be equal to 35 degrees. Okay, and that's how you would have set it out. I'm going to make you another video on the other questions, and I'm going to send that through to you shortly. Okay.